Good morning. This is KELOLAND on the go with all you need to know in news and weather as you start your day.
Rapid City Police have arrested a suspect in connection with a weekend shooting. The shooting happened Friday night in an alley in the 200 block of East Monroe Street on the city's north side. That's where officers found a man with a gunshot who was pronounced dead at the scene.
Police arrested 26-year-old Julian Graham for possession of a firearm. Investigators say it all started with a fight between Graham and the man over a debt. Police say based upon witness statements and video surveillance, Graham was being beaten by a blunt instrument when he shot the man.
An autopsy is planned for today on a body found in Rapid City over the weekend. The water rescue team removed the body of 52-year-old James Stetham from the Rapid Creek on Saturday night.
Investigators say there are no obvious signs of trauma. Stetham had recently been listed as a missing person. A car had to be towed away after a crash in southwestern Sioux Falls last night. It happened in the area of 46th Street and South Kiwanis Avenue near the Keystone Treatment Center at around 9:30 p.m. The car had hit a fire hydrant.
Our news crew was on scene and able to capture this video. Our crew also able to see someone being given a breathalyzer test. A sergeant with Sioux Falls Police tells us that only citations were issued. We hope to learn more at this morning's police briefing. You can watch it live right here on KELOLAND.com starting at 10:30.
Authorities in northeastern South Dakota are warning residents about dangerous rural roads. Edmonds County Emergency Management posted these pictures to its Facebook page.
They say water is over the roads in some areas and culverts have been washed out. Officials are asking residents to use caution on rural roads and to report damage if they see it.
Turning to weather now with meteorologist Scott Munt. We could see some more moisture in parts of KELOLAND this week, Scott.
That is something we are watching even today, mainly south of Interstate 90. A couple of scattered showers. We might approach a quarter-inch or more across extreme southeastern South Dakota, even extending into western, maybe even northwestern Iowa. But again, a lot of this will fall south of Interstate 90. Now our forecast for today, Sioux Falls, temperature at 52, northeast wind at 10 to 15. In Aberdeen today, a high temperature of 51, north winds of 10 to 15 miles per hour. And central South Dakota Piers, high temperature 56. And into western South Dakota, Rapid City's high at 56. More details on the KELOLAND live Doppler forecast coming up.
Thank you, Scott. Farmers in the southeastern part of the state are working to get their corn in the ground.
Jordan Scott's soil temperature finally reached 50 degrees last week, meaning he could start planting his corn crop. But weather will continue to be a concern throughout the planting and growing season.
Every year it's weather-based. You can put it in just perfectly every year, and if you don't get the rain, it's not going to amount to anything. So
Scott is right on time with his planting, but other farmers are still waiting for their soil temperatures to get high enough to start putting corn in the ground. Starting this fall, a new program is coming to the Sioux Falls School District. It's called an Agriculture, Food, and Natural Resources Career Cluster, and it will be offered at CTE Academy.
The district has hired Andrew Jensen as its first ag teacher and is currently developing a curriculum. The initial program is only offered to high school students, but the school district plans to expand the offerings in the future. If your commute takes you through South Central Sioux Falls today, there's something we'd like to tell you about. Starting today, traffic will be reduced to one lane on 14th Street between 4th and 5th Avenue on the railroad tracks, so crews can move the rails to the middle of the track.
Work is expected to be done within a week. Drivers are asked to use caution in the area and may want to find a different route.
This Saturday, Avera is hosting its race against cancer. This is the first time in 2 years the event will be held in person.
There are 4 different race distances, and all money raised stays local. We'll have more details on the race and how you can get involved tonight on KELOLAND News. That is a look at some of our top stories.
Now let's get one last look at your weather with meteorologist Brian Karstens. Brian?
All right, our weather today, well, it is cooler than normal. We do see differences here with the chances of moisture. There's a kind of a rain-snow combo today in the forecast for parts of Nebraska. We do expect intervals of sun a little bit better in the north. So for that reason alone, temperatures are actually warmer in northern KELOLAND, 50s. I don't know if we'll call that warmer, but technically it will be. Sioux Falls, Might see a sprinkle or shower chance this afternoon. If you're in the Elk Point area, Yankton, Vermilion, you may end up getting a little better shot at showers this evening. We'll kind of watch that northern part of that system right through the Sioux City area. Could affect adjacent areas into northwest Iowa. Now tonight that's going to depart, so tomorrow morning we're left over with 30-degree weather. We're hoping for more breaks in the sun or breaks in the clouds to allow more sunshine to be a little more prevalent, and 50s, upper 50s to near 60-degree weather. Now, that will be short-lived, the quieter trend, if you will. See the first system today and tomorrow? A lot of that slides south of us, the vast majority. But then we're going to switch gears. We'll get into next, well, this is coming up already Wednesday night into Thursday. Another low, probably severe weather and a lot of moisture on the front side of that for Kansas and Missouri. This one probably teases Sioux Falls a little better, so we'll put some rain chance in there on Thursday, about 50% chance. And then I think that one will roll east. And then the next one in the series kicking out Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. We've got a whole lot going on here. Big trough in the west, mountain snow in the Rockies, severe weather in the plains. It looks very active. So this month of May, as advertised, is going to have a lot to track. All right, temperatures today, low 50s, Sioux Falls. Those 50s pretty common in the north. We'll wrap up on your 7-day trends. At least it's warming up a little bit better by the weekend. We get the 70s back, and we'll probably hold on to that, at least just outside the 7-day forecast. But I will tell you that even beyond day 7, there are some chances of colder weather again. So just be thinking about that when we're planting flowers and those kind of things after Mother's Day. Aberdeen, 70s also for the weekend. We're looking at best chances of moisture for Aberdeen, probably waiting until day 7, which is not bad. We've had a lot of moisture in some of these areas between Mobridge and Aberdeen. We've reported on that flooding up in Edmonds County, for example. You look at these 70s coming out for Pierre. That's good for the soil temperature. It is and has been rather cool. And Rapid City also a nice bump up in the temperature. And I'm not afraid to say more rain and maybe even some snow in the hills next week. Yeah, quite the forecast. Check out details online at KELOLAND.com.